What's up guys, how are you doing? This is Khalid back on KKCA with another very exciting Cinema 4D tutorial. And if you want to learn Cinema 4D, then make sure to watch my previous videos on my comprehensive introduction to Cinema 4D. And you also may want to subscribe and turn on notifications for you'll be notified whenever I post a video. And today we're going to be taking a look at the anchor point in Cinema 4D. So let's create a basic cube, and the only way to have access to this anchor point is only if you make your object editable by going to this icon which says make editable. Or an easy way to do this is just select your object and click on C on your keyboard, and it should do the same thing. In Cinema 4D, the anchor point is called the axis modification, and the purpose you want to take control over your axis is maybe if you want to change the point of interest of your modification, whether it's position, scale, or rotation. So let's just make this one disabled. So let's say we want to rotate our object, and you're gonna see that it's orbiting around itself, and maybe this is not what you really want. Maybe you want an animation that's like clockwise or or something like that. And the way to do this is just let's zero out everything okay, and click on our axis, and just go to the move tool and move it backwards, like let's say around here, and click on it again. So this way it's not selected, and you can also press on the keyboard, and the shortcut for this one should be L, and you see that it's selecting it and deselecting it. So now let's try to rotate our object, and you're clearly seeing that we're getting a different type of rotation, and maybe this is what you want. Maybe you want something different, I don't know. It's really up to you. I mean, this is why you can have control over the axis center. And maybe let's say we wanted to rotate according to this. Okay, and yeah, we have the option to do this. And we can also, like, if you want to really position it and have an accurate position, I don't know, I'm not so sure about this, but I think that in earlier versions of Cinema 4D you cannot use this one, because I had Cinema 4D R16 and I couldn't do this. But I don't know, maybe you can do it in Cinema 4D R18 or 17, and I'm using R19, so it shouldn't be a problem. And once you select your anchor point, you can see that it's highlighting some edges, polygons, and points. So let's click on this point and see what happens, and you're gonna see that the axis has moved to there. And let's click on another point, and you're gonna see that it's positioning itself according to the point that you have selected. And now let's select an edge, and whoa, you're gonna instantly see that something has changed, and your anchor point was not like this. And what happened is that it rotated. So the way to fix this is that if you go to rotation, and this panel should be just around here, and I just have it laid right here, so it's easier for me. So zero out these rotations, 0, 0, 0, and that should be fine. You're back to where you were. And let's see, maybe you can select a polygon, and it's doing the same thing. So just zero out let's just zero out the rotation. And maybe just another quick tip for you, if you are not able to have if you don't have access to this one, you can just always click on your object and then go to mesh, and then axis center, and then axis center, and just make sure to have this one checked, and it's called auto update. And you see that it has changed position, so it's in the center, 0, 0, 0. And you can, you might have noticed that you should remember and you should recall that this one is the y-axis, and this one is the x-axis, and this one is the z-axis. So if you want to move it along the x-axis, this is moving like to the left, and this is moving to the right, and this is moving to the top, and this is moving to the bottom, this is moving back, forth I mean, and this is moving back. So let's say we want to position it right here, so it's the most bottom, so let's make it 0, and the most back, Okay, I said most back, sorry, and the most right. So let's make it 100, or if you want to have it like this here, you can have it say maybe to the most left, and you can see that this is very handy, and it should I just wanted you to know that you can have access to this one, so when you're working on some big project someday on Cinema 4D, you won't get stuck, and you're gonna be able to have access to this one and know exactly what you're doing. So I think that this was it for today's video, and I hope it wasn't so boring. So see you tomorrow in our new video.